February 19th. This marks 50 days since I foolishly thought it would be fun to talk to you every day for a few minutes and sound smart doing so. Well, I'm still here, so let's get to work for the 50th time. For us, information is a thing, and it has taken ownership of us in a way that we feel responsible to keep providing data to the internet, its devices, and the wider project of human knowledge construction. I'm still here. But while our ancestors did not think of information in quantities, fact is information has gone through time with us humans. We know today that said ancestors in prehistory didn't live in small bands that never met. As the story from Poverty Point the other day pointed out, these people lived in vast networks that connected them over thousands of miles. And in these networks, knowledge spread as people traveled far more back then than they do today, and not for need. They knew they would be received on the other end, and that made traveling so much easier than even today, that when we say we have a passport and it allows us to travel, but really it doesn't. Everything from the latest game or song to technology, when it was done in one place, back then it was soon known everywhere else, just like today. Was it done everywhere else? No. Material finds show that certain cultural traits spread, but others didn't, what led to the shaping of so-called cultural areas. Think Chinese using chopsticks while Thais use spoons. Why then the differences? If everyone was brutally aware of what surrounding people were up to, and if knowledge of foreign customs, arts and technologies was widespread? Because our cultures were, effectively, structures of refusal. People even refused technologies which held obvious adaptive and utilitarian benefits. What this tells us is that the people made a conscious decision back then not to adopt something, even if they might have profited of it. Societies, through an early 20th century anthropologist named Marcel Mauss, live by borrowing from each other, but they define themselves rather by the refusal of borrowing than by its acceptance. The decision reflected what kind of people the members of a certain society wanted to be in comparison to the others. And here we enter the land of values, where the questions discussed are what humans really are and consider ourselves to be, and how we should properly relate to one another. It doesn't seem like these big questions of life can be answered today any better than 50,000 years ago. But we seem to take it for granted today that the stories we tell ourselves about who we are suffice. We don't think, we accept, and rules limit us physically and in our ability to think creatively, and feel the strange ownership of the information over us. Start thinking again. Make a habit out of thinking. Turn thinking into a movement. Accept, and even more importantly, refuse things for reasons again. Like, comment, share, and as always, thank you for gifting me with a few minutes of your most precious, your lifetime.